Alright. Hi everyone. This is going to be a short one. Um, I think. I did take the last couple of days to rest, like I said. I'm not sure if it helped or not, but I did try and take all pressure off of me to do things. Physically, my body just feels all my various things are all flaring up, along with reminding myself that I'm just a little over 3 weeks from knee surgery. So there's going to be good days and bad days. And, for those of you with multiple chronic health issues, it's just some days are just a struggle. And then I've been sitting outside with the cotton blowing because all the cottonwood trees around, and so now my allergies are sinuses are kicking in full effect as well. So that one I kind of have control over if I don't go out sit outside. But hey, it is what it is. So I wasn't sure what to say for Memorial Day. So uh, but I saw a friend had posted a scripture earlier, John 15:13. No greater love. Ah, where is it at? No greater love. Oh, sorry. I just wrote it down. Anyway, that he gives his life for his friends, and that seemed to fit today. So, um, I grew up in a military family. My dad was in the army. He was in the Korean War twice and the Vietnam War once. Um, he spent 21 years in the army. He did he did get promoted to E9, so I think that's major sergeant or sergeant major, however that goes. But he declined that and kept his rank at E8, um, because accepting the other meant he would have had to go to Korea again for 3 years, and my parents didn't really want to leave here. And I thought, as a high schooler, oh, it'd be great to go live in Korea for 3 years, but what I wanted was uh, not even a thing, right? Um, so he retired after 21 years, and um, I thought I knew what he did. In the army, his job that everybody saw, but I found out later after he passed away some of what he actually did. So uh, we'll just not talk about that one. But what I know that he did is he had a computer. So we're not talking the computer like smartwatch right here, right? We're talking the computer where, like, we're at Fort Riley, so there was one computer when he was stationed here, and it was 4 or 5 semi trucks, trailers. That was his computer. Where it went, he went. So he was caught all over the place. Wherever it was we lived, where there was the computer, that's what he did. And he taught computer classes. And yeah, his computer, he couldn't wear it on his wrist or stick it in his pocket. It fit onto whatever those huge military planes are, and he had to go with it wherever it went. So fast forward to the late 90s or something, whenever everybody started getting the humongous desktop computers. uh, he got one, and he had to ask my son to come over and help him set it up and figure out how to use it. I just thought that was hilarious because he was the computer guy in the 50s and 60s, 70s, and um, that's what he did in the military. So, um, we had those little computer cards all over the place. My mom would make Christmas trees and other crafty things out of them. I forget what those cards are called, but we had thousands of them. Um, he was very involved in, after he retired, in the American Legion, in the VFW, and the group called the 40 and 8. People don't really know about that. He was like chef de gare, whatever. Anyway, he was all over the country with 40 and 8, as a chef de gare, and with the American Legion. You'd have to Google 40 and 8. I think it was 40 horses and 8. Was it World War One? I think, I'm not sure, but it was 40 horses and 8 the train box cars. I think World War One or World War Two. I don't know. Anyway, and I'd have to look it up to remember it all. But he went to parades all over the state, and he would pick up a train and take it out. I don't think he drove it. I think someone else drove it. But in the short that I posted, there's a picture of him on his train. I think he just rode it. Um, so he was at two different legions here. He was like the head honcho at both of them, and he called bingo and did this and did that and all the things. He did all the things, and my whole entire family was involved. My mom and I were. She was whatever. I was daughter of the American Legion. My granddaughters my daughters were also daughters of the American Legion because as soon as somebody was born, he signed them up. And then my sons were sons of the American Legion, and my oldest son was, when he got older, he was a chaplain for the Legion, local Legion, and he would have been out today, like with my dad at whichever cemeteries doing services. So I don't know what I was going to say during this, so I'm just trying to think. Um, so um, so my dad's immediate family, that was Army, and my brothers are veterans, but they have Veterans Day later. And my daughter and son-in-law are veterans. Of course, they have their day later. I did try going Army. That shocks people sometimes. But I had the highest score on the ASVAB test that for a female that they'd ever seen. I was going to, at the time when I took it, and I was going to go Army, and when I went for the physical, I passed everything but the upper arm strength, and that's kind of a genetic thing in my family. I still don't have upper arm strength. It's getting better with OT and PT, but so I didn't make it in. My brothers, right? They were Army. I think I said that. The really sad thing, and one, I'm proud of him, but it's also sad. Memorial Day is also about my oldest grandson. I didn't post a picture because I don't have permission to do so, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't have that permission also, but the one who made me a grandma. He didn't go Army after high school. He went Marines. He spent 4 years in the Marines. And he died on January 21st, 2024. So those are the two immediate family members in my family. And I know, many of us have multiple family members that were served in some way. But those are the two that those are the two that served our country. And what this day is about. And so we will just leave it at that.